So not to put too fine of a point on it, but I wanted to look at a few more differences between posts and pages. So here are some examples. Here is the ECU page. This is the home page. And so this is the standing page. But on it, we have these posts. And so, for example, we have the Civil War podcast reaches 15 sessions post. We can click on that and go to the full post because that's how the theme is set up. And so this is sort of a news article that gives us information about something that's going on, but this is sort of a standing bit of information that would, you know, be something that would people would come to the site for regularly, like the library page is another example of a standing page. And we can see that here. So that's one example. And then here's my site, one of my main sites. This is the About page on this site. And so this doesn't need to really be updated too much. Every once in a while, I might add a little bit or maybe change the email address or something like that. But other than that, it really just kind of stays the same. So again, that would just need to be a page as opposed to a post. On the front end of the page, though, we can see, or on the front end of the site, you can see we've got the home page, and that does have a number of different posts on it. So here's this post, this article post, another one underneath that, and so forth. And again, just like on the ECU site, people can click on those and go to the full article. On the back end, what's different is that when we're looking at a page in the dashboard or the admin panel, it looks sort of similar. We have the, creating the title. So let's say we wanted to make it an about page, or if we wanted to make it a statistics page or related research or whatever our title is going to be there. We can still put that in just like we would with a post, and we have the same sort of features that we have in the post editor. But a big difference is that we don't have the categories and tags over here. So if you look under document, those are not there. We don't need to categorize our pages or tag our pages. One thing that you can do, though, is write an excerpt about your page, and that may show up in a search engine query. So when somebody does a search for something on your site and this particular page is a hit, that your description may come up. So a lot of times it might be worth writing a good excerpt about your page in this area. So another option too you have is the allow comments. Not very often do you really want to have comments on a standing page. It just doesn't really make sense. I mean, there's not really a lot of need for discussion about, if you're posting your hours of your business or something like that. So you don't really need to have that. And then but you could, and then it would put up a comments section where people could comment. And then again, we looked at this a little bit earlier when we were doing some work on our sites, but you could choose a parent page if you wanted, or just leave this as a main page itself. So those are some of the key things to keep in mind when you're looking at the difference between pages and posts.